Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's Food and Lifestyle. How are you all doing today? How are things with you? Happy Sunday to you all. It's Sunday early morning. This is almost 7 a.m. in the morning. Not too long, I just woke up. My God. Anyway, I hope you had a good sleep. I did, and that was the reason why I actually woke up very early this morning, so that I can start off all the things I've got to do. I've got a lot to do today, honestly. As I'm talking to you, I don't have anything like any kind of food in this house. I only have raw food. Don't get me wrong, I have raw food, but I do not have like soup, like anything in my freezer. My freezer is very empty. I've run out of soup, I've run out of stew. I only have a tiny stew that I made a couple of days ago, which is my fish stew that I am eating alone. Okay, my husband also joined me to eat because I love fish. My daughter doesn't like fish, so each time I cook fish, oh, she will not even come close to the kitchen. How much more eating from the stew? She doesn't like. She used to like it when she was really young, but I was so surprised. Before she finished her primary school, she started developing this hatred about fish. For what reason, I do not know. The latest one is fish. They eat plastic, that I should stop eating fish so that I won't go and harm myself. Can you believe that, my people? Let me know in the comment section, my darling people, whether you also get this kind of hate concerning fish from your children. She said, if I don't stop eating it, I might be ill and all of that stuff. I said, okay, no problem. Let me finish this one. She even asked me to throw this one away. I said, let me finish this one first. I will see what I can do about it. I said, but I cook with crayfish. Like if I'm cooking soup, for example, I do cook with crayfish. If I'm making any kind of soup, anything that has to do with soup, call it ogbolo, call it egusi, call it you know, the bitter leaf soup, anything soup, not stew, soup, I cook with crayfish. So that is little fish. So what are we talking about? And you eat from the soup. So what are we talking about? So she said that is different. No problem. Boy, no, my darling people, I don't have anything. I don't have stew apart from the little fish stew. I don't have egusi soup, which is also known as melon soup. I don't have ogbolo soup. I don't have okra. I don't have vegetable. I don't have bitter leaves. In fact, let me show you my freezer. You'll see how dried everything is. I don't have soup, anything. So now I'm going to go and start cooking. Let me start. And unfortunately, my husband helped me with the shopping yesterday. He bought all the meat that I'm going to be using to make the soup and stew, but I forgot to mention that he should buy red oil for me to cook my soup. I have red oil, but it's very tiny, very little like this, so it won't be enough. And I've already prepared to make my soup, you know, the stockfish thing and all of that stuff. Let me go and show you. And I discovered that the oil that I have at home will not be enough, so I had to switch to stew. And again, I still do not have the correct ingredient at home. What do I do? And it's 7, and today is Sunday morning. All the little corner shop around here, I don't know whether they will have that. And the big shop, which is like Lidl, Sainsbury, Tesco's must have been open now, but I cannot just go to that area. So all I need to do is to just manage what I have at home. Because the only thing that is left for me to get is the pepperoni, you know, the bell pepper. I don't have that at home. Don't have it at home. Anyway, let's see. Hi everyone. So this was what I was telling you a while ago. So these are the things I will be using to prepare my stew today. And here is we have here cow foods, a little shaki, and this is my beef. So this is my beef. I brought them all these things out from the freezer a while ago. So this one has not properly defrosted, and that's my chicken that I'll be using today. My chicken, and this is my little stew that I was telling you about that I made a couple of days back, just to eat until I am able to get all these things. My husband bought all these things yesterday. So I said to myself, although we are going to be finishing that stew this afternoon, this is my tomato plum, and I'm cooking with this large pot. And I cook with large pot and just, you know, pat them into bowls, freeze them. This is my little oil. I cannot cook with this one, it's so tiny in there. I think it's just at the bottom here, just at the bottom here, so it will not be enough for me. And my lovely people, look at my freezer. This bag of ginger here, bread. And this is where I store my crayfish. As you can see, these are my crayfish. And there's another one there. There's another one here. So there are 3 buckets all in total. 1, 2, 3. 3 buckets. So I have an empty. Those the blue one there. Those bowls. Those are my meat stock in case I want to, like chicken stock, meat stock. You know, and okay, sorry, those 2, these are meats. I feel meats, not enough stew there. Okay, see, empty. This one is my meat pie. This is where I store my meat pie. See, so just the meat pie is almost gone. It was filled up, and this is where I stock maybe anything not like hard meat, like a body. And this is also my meat. This is chicken stock, sorry, this is not meat, so chicken stock. And the other freezer is where I store all my frozen meats and vegetables, things like that. So that is it, my people. So I want to start cooking today. My today is going to be very, very busy because I am also making my daughter's hair. I've gone not almost halfway though, so I will continue today to wrap up the hair. So that is it, my people. I'm so tired. Let me continue. All right, guys. I'm about to start. So I finally changed the pots from this one to this one. So this one is big enough. So let's add some thyme. So you can see I've already blended my tomatoes, so I'm boiling my tomatoes as well as cooking my beef. So I'll just allow this while I go into continue to do my daughter's hair. Alright, so I'm going to be also adding my beef after this one has cooked for, I'll cook this for about say 20 minutes. Then I'll now put my beef and my shaki. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, so I decided to fry my chicken. So the chicken is all fried here, and this is the beef and the cow foods. So now I want to make my stew. So this is the oil I use in frying my chicken. So I'm using part of it to make my stew. So that's it here. So I'm about to start making my stew finally. So I'm just going to, sorry about the noise. Sorry about the noise. All right. Oh boy. Oh, this is nice, lovely. So this is it. My stew is ready. Let me just turn it off. So this is it. Alright, my people, this is my stew. This is my stew. This is how I just share it bit by bit into a little bowl. Then I'll just put it in the freezer when it's cold. So that is the end of my stew for today. So by tomorrow I'm going to be making my soup, either egusi soup or bolo soup. I don't have anything like soup in the house. So that's the end of my cooking for today. Thank you so much. Bye. Hello my lovelies. So I just finished making my stew. So I'm going to be making egusi soup right now. So for those of you who don't know how melon seed look like, and people, I remember people were asking me last time that I made egusi, how does melon look like? How does melon look like? What do you use in making melon? So this is the seed. This is actually how it look like. This is how melon seed look like before you blend it into a powder. But this one is picked. There's no stone, there's no dirt on it. It's just for me to blend it and start doing my cooking. Another one I have here is my chopped tomatoes that I will be using. And finally my red oil is here. You know, this was the leftover I have that I complained that it's not going to be enough, which is true. I think it's up to here. So my husband bought me another one. And I can never cook egusi without adding bitter leaf. So this is my dried bitter leaf. My husband likes it with bitter leaf. And also come here, we have my dried pepper. This dried pepper, I soaked it in water because sometimes there's always sand stick on the pepper. So soaking it like this, it will help me to like melt away all the sand that sticks on the pepper. So the same thing with my crayfish. You can see I also soak my crayfish. I don't like my crayfish like you blend it. That's why I don't like buying blended crayfish in the shop. I always like to buy it like this, then soak it in the water so that every sand, because every time I cook with my crayfish like that, I always choose sand in my food. So I do not like it. So I like to buy it like that and also make sure I soak it in the water and all the sand. You will see all the sand at the bottom. If you have not tried it, just try it. That's how I like to use my crayfish. Soak it, blend it, all the sand you'll see it at the bottom of the bowl. And this is my beef that I will be using today, and my shaki. So I also have my cow foot and pomo in the pot here. I don't know whether you can see this very well. So this is my cow foot and pomo. So I will start cooking like right away. I also have my, let me show you this. I also have my stockfish. I can never cook my melon without stockfish, but if you don't have stockfish, it's okay. It's okay. So this one is soaked and washed, so it's just for me to start cooking. So I also have my ugu. Ugu is also pumpkin leaf. So this is what I'm going to be using today, adding ugu and bitter leaf. That's pumpkin leaf and bitter leaf together. So this is it. Let me start cooking. All right, just showing you everything. Let's start. I want to start with the onion. So the next thing, just there. Then this is my melon. I have to put my melon. This is the pepper, my pepper and crayfish, stir together. Then I will be pouring in my meat stock later. So I decided to, share it into two. So I'm adding the stockfish. I decided to share it into two. So that's another one here. I decided to divide the soup into two big pots. So that's it. And I think here I can now pour in my meat stock. And I will pour into the other one. Into this other one. That's it. Then I'll be adding my I'll just leave it to cook for about 10 minutes. Then I'll add my vegetable. Add my ugu leaf, because the ugu leaf is kind of hard. So right now I need to add my vegetable, because you know I told you earlier that it's very hard, because from when I was slicing the vegetable I noticed. So I'm still going to add my I'm still going to add my bitter leaf. So let me first of all put all of this, my ugu first. The ugu is very hard. I noticed when I was slicing the ugu, so it has to come into the pot quick, so that it will be soft. You know all those hard one that our mothers who's got ugu garden in their backyard, they reject those ones. Those are the ones that I noticed that my husband bought. You know, maybe that's what is in the shop. You see everything as ugu. They're not supposed to be selling all this one because it's too hard. So let me just use this opportunity also to add my, let me just add my bitter leaf. You see the dried one, because it's not washed, so dried, just put it like that so that everything can just be cooking at the same time. And I'm going to add my half pre-cooked meat. I'm going to add it maybe in the next 5 minutes. Let this one just cook. So that one is going to come later. So I'm just going to put the lid on it so that it will boil for about 5 minutes. So my people, let's see. Ooh. So I don't know whether you can see this very well. Okay, I think I need to turn it off at this point. And this one too. I need to turn this one off. Yeah. I need to turn it off. Yes. That's it. Okay. Yeah, it's fine now. Very, 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 very. So this is the end of my egusi soup. End of my egusi soup. So that's it. So this is the end of everything. This is my soup. This is how I portion my soup into little bowl. So that's it. This is how I portion my soup. And when it's cold, I'll just put everything in the freezer. So I have about how many bowls here? This is about 5. That's almost 20. Okay, 15. 10, 15 bowls. See? So at least this will last me for God knows how long. This is my soup. The same thing I did with my stew, so it will really last me for a long time before I prepare another one. So I'll be making the other one my ogbolo soup. Ogbolo and okra. I'll still carry you along. Like I said, this is cooking. Hello people, another cooking again. I've just finished with my stew, finished with my melon soup, also known as egusi soup. So I'm making my ogbolo soup. So okay, the reason why I did not blend this ogbolo seed is because of my lovely sister, also a subscriber from another mom. So she doesn't know how ogbolo seed look like because she's not in Nigerian. So my darling sister, this is the ogbolo seed. This is how it look like. So I'm going to blend this one. After I finish blending it, I'm going to show you how it look like before I start using it to cook. Don't worry, I'm going to show you. So this is how ogbolo seed look like, in case you're wondering how ogbolo seed look like. So I have my okra chopped in a big chunky form. So I'm going to be making this ogbolo soup in another different form, because the one I have been cooking, I always blend the okra, blend. So today I made it in 2 forms. So this one, I'm going to be blending this little one, just this tiny one. Then this one, I use my hand to chop this one, to slice it into this little form a lot. So I shared it into 3. This is 1 part, this is 2 parts. So this one I chop it with my hand. So I would just want to like to feed that okra, chew that okra. And number two, I can never cook my ogbolo without adding my fish. This is Titus fish, all cleaned out, washed, and is ready to go into the pot. This is my beef. Of course, you know that anytime I'm cooking my soup, I do not like to just cook my crayfish like that. I always like to soak it, wash it, because of the sand. There is a lot of sand sticking on it. That is the reason why when you finish cooking your food, you always choose sand. I don't want it at all. So I like to soak it out. So soak it and quickly sieve it out. So this is what I do. It's been here for almost more than 3 minutes. So this is my little pomo that I will be adding. Pomo is also known as cow skin. This is my shaki. This is my pepper, like hot chili pepper, which is also known as atarodo or scotch bonnets. This is my stockfish, dried stockfish, washed. I soak it in hot water so that, you know, all those little thing that lives inside, or, you know, just soak it so that everything will come out. That's my red oil, like my palm oil, my salt, this is my Maggi seasoning, you know. So this is the one I will be using today. So my dad, I think I've mentioned everything. Well, when I finish, I'll just show you again how it looked like when you finish blending. So I need to start cooking. So my sister, this is the ogbolo. I finished blending the ogbolo. This is how it looked like this. It looked like this, huh? Although don't worry about all these lumpy ones. So I'm going to put a bit of palm oil in the pot. That's the process of cooking the ogbolo. So I will use oil to dissolve all of these ones, you see. But this is how it looked like when you finish. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to dissolve all of these ones that are so, you know, this one that cake together, huh? Like this. So I want to start with the ogbolo. So I will just go in, put in my red oil. Just put enough, the one that will be enough for you. Then you leave it to heat, not too, don't leave it to bleach, not too over hot. Just leave it to heat a bit before you pour in. I'll show you. I pour in the. So I'm going to be pouring my ogbolo inside, and I will show you. Now I just turned the gas off. This is how you will melt all the lumps like this inside your warm oil. That's why I said don't let it bleach. Don't bleach the oil. This is how you will do it until everything will melt out like this. You gradually melt. So this is it. There's nothing, it's very free, so there's no lump anymore. Everything is very free. So my crayfish and scotch bonnet that I blend, I just put everything in it. Everything, just put everything in. Then my meat stock. That's it. Then you allow it to boil very well. I hope you can see this very well. And just allow it to boil. Then you'll see it's like getting thicker. See? See? That means it needs more water. You can see how thick it is. You need to make sure, provided it's not burning,
You need to make sure it's not burning. See? To get warm water. Make sure you have water boiled in the kettle. So this is it. So this is, well, I don't know. I don't cover my, when I'm cooking my ogbolo, I don't cover it. So this is it. So everything has loosened up, you can see. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put all my meat, my shaki, my meat, my beef, my everything. I'm going to pour everything in. I don't know whether this pot is going to take everything. Maybe I have to share it into, I'm not sure this pot is going to take everything. So you just stir everything together. I don't know, maybe this pot will take it, maybe. So I'm not going to put it more yet. So I'll just leave it to cook a bit, then I'll, it's very easy soup to cook. The next thing I'll put my, I'll put my okra. I'll put my okra. And I'll put my fish. This is the one I was telling you about, the one I blended. You can see this one was blended, it's so smooth. And this one is chopped. I just like slice it little, like very tiny. Let me bring it closer so that you see. So tiny. So that's how I want to do. I've already parboiled my fish, so it's just when this one boils a little bit, I will maybe I have to divide it into two. I have to share it into two. Let me get another pot. This one, I'm not sure this pot will not take it, because at the time it boiled, I will just keep like right. Anyway, let me get another pot. So that's it. I don't know whether you can see this very well. So I've decided to share it into two. So right now I'll be putting my okra. So the next thing I'll be putting now is my okra. Let me just, yeah, that's it. So let me turn that first. Then you bring the, I just bring the heat down. So this is it. So this is how I want it to be, so that at least you can chew some of this okra. As I put this okra, I'm going to now add my fish. Let me also put here. Let me also put on the small one, I hope. Yeah, this is it. So it's very thick, so I need to put a little bit of water. So this blended one, I'm just going to pour everything in here. So this is the blended one. I'm going to pour a little bit here, and on this side. So that's how I want it. You can see the blended one is very small, less like it's watery. I don't know whether you can see this. See? So this is how the blended one look like. Then I'll just put my fish like immediately as I pour my okra. Then after, you can see the difference between, okay, just see it here. You can see the difference between here and this one. So this one is not smooth. That's how I want it. And this one, I just blend this one so over smooth. So I'll just add a little bit of water. Before then, let me just put my fish. I need to put some here. Okay, so much, I just leave it. Just get some and put on this. So that's it. Everything is in here, So I've added the bomon, that's the cow skin, everything is here, my fish, my shaki, my stockfish, everything is here. So I'll just allow it to cook for about 7 minutes and it's fine. You can see this one. So just allow it because of my fish to cook, because I've cooked the fish before, you know. So that's it. So this is the end result of my ogbolo soup. So this is it, my people. I'm done. So I'm going to turn this one off. Because this one, I'm going to turn this one off. I think it's, you can see it's cooked. So thank you so much for cooking with me. The Lord bless you. Keep, you can see. I'm going to, oh, let me see. Let me go on that note anyway. On that note, can see this one, Lord, let me, yeah. That is it. So I'm going to turn it down now. Yeah, that's it. So thank you so much, my darling people, for cooking with me today. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord bless you abundantly. Thank you for all the support. Make sure you comment, like, let me know the one you like, from the stew to the egusi soup and the ogbolo soup. Egusi soup is the melon one, you know. So tell me the one you like and tell me what you think in the comment section. Make sure you give me a lovely thumbs up. Thank you so much. If you have not subscribed, come on, hit that subscribe button, and there's a notification bell at the side. Hit on that one as well, that you will know every time I upload any new video. Thank you so much. See you next time. God bless you. So this is my this is how I just ready to store my soup in the freezer. This will last me a whole lot. You don't have to be cooking every day. So this is it.